Welcome to this special presentation of Investing in Psychedelics, brought to you by the Canadian Securities Exchange in partnership with CFN Media.
I'd like to welcome our viewers to the Canadian Securities Exchange's latest initiative for investing in psychedelics. As part of our weekly series and our micro sessions, today we'll be talking to one of our participating companies. The company itself is private, and I've got their CEO, Donnie Motika, online here. Danny, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Perfect, Danny. Why don't we start off by you talking to our audience about Psygen Labs, a little bit of your role within the psychedelic space and what your current focus is?
Absolutely. So Psygen is primarily a dedicated manufacturer born to answer a call from clinical researchers who are interested in having improved access to CGMP compliant psychedelic drug products. Psilocybin was the primary interest. It's getting a lot of attention right now, though we've collected letters of interest from researchers around the world for psilocybin, MDMA, LSD, mescaline, DMT, and 2CB. We're focused mainly on providing competitively priced, high-quality psychedelic drug substances and products for clinical researchers and the resulting medical market. And we strongly believe that we'll be well positioned to supply what I foresee is kind of an intentional adult use market once the medical market evolves.
Got it. Now, what is your go-to market strategy with Psygen Labs, and how long have you guys been working on this?
So currently we are in the process of doing a $4 million raise to build out a commercial manufacturing facility. For the last year, we've been operating a pilot project out of the University of Alberta. It is allowing us to develop some strategic relationships with clinical trial sponsors. This lab at the U of A is GMP compliant, but because of the constraint on scale, we can really only provide materials for up to and including phase 2 clinical trials. So essentially, we're in the process of signing letters of intent and supply agreements so that we can start getting our drug products into the clinical supply chain. And hopefully, we're going to develop long-term strategic relationships for each of our drug substances, and ultimately position ourselves for the future commercial market.
No, I appreciate that insight, Danny. What about, you want to talk to our audience members about your team and some of the expertise that you guys have brought together collectively to move this company and project forward?
Absolutely. Our core team, our founding members, are long proponents of psychedelic medicines. Our CSO and co-founder, Peter Vanderheyden, is a brilliant chemist and has been well connected with the pioneers who have kind of, really paved the way for the emerging ecosystem. Mark Hayden's he's a clinical research advisor, so he's been helping us draft a clinical trial application so that we can kind of establish our independent market position. And on our advisory team, we have a corporate securities and an intellectual property and controlled drugs and substances lawyers who are really helping us reduce legal costs. We've got financial experts, and we're really proud to have the likes of Dennis McKenna and Dr. David Nichols and Stuart Frescas join, who have all been kind of supporting this, the renaissance of psychedelic medicine since the early 90s.
Yeah, it's a very strong team that you guys have there. Danny, why don't we talk about any of your recent news that you might want to fill our viewers in on, and any milestones that might be coming up in the next couple of months that viewers can look out for?
For sure. So we've just actually closed on over $1 million out of a $4 million raise that we're doing this year. We've got significant interest from a number of parties to help us close the remainder of the round. We are currently developing a strong customer base. We've passed out a number of letters of intent, and we're in the negotiation phase for some definitive agreements. We anticipate our first sale of psychedelic drug products this year, and likely our first export as well. We anticipate receiving a dealer's license for our commercial site sometime Q2, Q3 of 2021. And we are also kind of drafting some patent applications for some novel biotech work. And we have our chemists in the lab at U of A kind of developing some novel compounds as well.
Great. Danny, we appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us or myself and our viewers about some of the stuff you guys are working on. We look forward to hosting you as part of our Investing in Psychedelics virtual event that takes place on June the 17th. And to our viewers, you want to maybe let them know where they can find some more information on the company in the meantime?
Absolutely. You can visit our webpage at www.psygen.ca. And we've got an investment deck, and it's just a general landing page for now. So keep your eyes out as we evolve. Thank you again for having me.
You're welcome, Danny. We look forward to learning more about the company and watching you guys grow. Again, everybody watching, June 17th is the event. Those of you that are getting this email would have already registered. Feel free to share this information with your family and friends. And we look forward to seeing you on the 17th. Thank you.
Thank you again.